Hello, it's me, Shonus 3.0. I'm living today. And I told yesterday I had to live stream on reacting on this video is for you. Now, I'm going to react to this video called 48 of VHS, Science Fair VHS. And I know this guy named Shadow Pros Pictures. Yesterday I said I'm going to react to this video, and I'm going to do it. Hello, I'm here. What, Dom, Domically, welcome to the chat. So, this is going to be a 40-minute video of this. So, Shadow Pros, if you're watching this, you will see it while I'm live. Here we go. I've watched this already on this months ago, and I'm gonna watch it. I can't see anything. I know I'm just silently talking, so how about I'll just relax and enjoy this camera view that I'm looking at, because I can't even see anything. I'm just staring at it. Well, maybe I can let's just sit back and relax. I'll just turn off the camera right here. You won't see my face, this camera. So let's just sit back and relax and enjoy of this camera view. I'm still here. Watching. Alright, so that was it of the camera view. So I have to turn off the camera on the screen because I won't, it will be just. Hello, purple suit. I hope you all do not like me. I don't like this. I don't like what you do to me. I'm trapped in this body and I can't. I can't come out of here. You are nothing in stupid way. I hope you are suffering too. Being even, being even if you ain't suffering now, I will make sure you will suffering same way I have suffered, and if a great play, a green pain, and they will want William to suffer. Well, everything is nothing, right? Just like the original of the VHS. Warning: the following directed for affordable. Alright, see this. I am afraid. I'm afraid I'm going to H. I don't want to go to H. I miss my mom. I really miss my cousin. My friends. I wish they wasn't around. I'm trying. I'm suffering. Because I am the purple shit. No one could be born into identity. Help me. God dang it.
Viewing of his JPS Pro
I don't want to go to H. I just want my name. This is torture. This is absolutely, completely terrifying. Torture. It's raining every day it's raining. And absolutely terrible. It's really horrible. Like, this is real. This is horrible. And it says right into his back. His back and neck. His face is missing. This is straight up. Oh yes, I remember this. I was got that head turn caught me. Like literally before I watched this on random VHS video, I feel dead. I had have you felt dead before? I can't talk. You know what? I think I really need to do a voice actor of Golden Freddy. Like I really need to do a voice actor of the Hey Shadow Pro. You mind me adding my voice in this on this video? Please. You like put the voice of mine. I'll read. Oh, let me read it. I feel dead. Have you felt dead before? I can't talk. I can't move. I can't breathe. I remember when I died. I think I was in the hospital because of a head injury, and I died because Michael, my brother, there was a time I felt like I was trapped in the box. I can't move. I couldn't see. I think they glued my eyes shut. I can't breathe. I think they something is in my nostril on my left on my ear. And I felt empty as if they removed some or from my organs. Multiple organs. why I was trapped in the box. I heard a voice, music, and I think I heard listening to when then something opened the lid of the box. I could hear my surroundings a little more clearly. I felt as if I had been viewed by many people. Then I heard something, someone saying my name 3 times, time in a sad tune. It was probably my father. It sounded like him. I don't know. I don't want my dad. I want my dad. I want my daddy. I want my daddy do. There was nothing I couldn't do. I was trapped inside a box, even though that the land was the land was open and people were standing over me. Hell, his head. Yup, that part got me when he moved his head like that. That literally got me. Do you want to see me when I was trapped in the box? It's gonna be a jump scare. So that was him. The man got bit by Fredbear and Freddy Jr. It was awful. That was all Microsoft to put his brother in Freddy's jaw and miss you, Joseph William. I'm thinking, why the hell
Greetings.
Oh, this is
This
the
message
interview
isn't
really
meant for you, but for someone else. Someone specific. Someone who isn't alive for much longer. Who are they?
I
Now,
have to put in a subtitle.
Gabriel, there are a few points I'd like to make regarding your tape and that you somehow managed to record. And that, by the looks of it, I should respond with an apology. So here you go. Don't worry, I'll try to be nice. Now, Gabriel, of course I've seen your pathetic little videotape stating how much you hate me and complaining about being trapped in the body I put you in. Surprisingly, you even called me a stupid rat. But by the way, I shouldn't be surprised, because I kinda expected this. You guys really do remind me of Michael. No wonder you're dead. You deserved it anyway. Others I took along with you. So here's the thing. You didn't die alone, Gabriel. So why are you complaining and whining as if your life was a living hell? You should have been in my shoes. You'd want to pull the trigger the very moment something went wrong. So you think I dealt with you and the others the way I did for no reason? No. You see, everything happens for a reason, but you just can't seem to understand that because you are a confused, pathetic little soul, lacking of the knowledge and the proper thing to the slightest little thing. And as for you, Susie, I saw your messages as well. I hope you're enjoying your eternal rest in the body I stuffed you with. I hope I tucked you in real good. And as for the others, namely Fritz, Jeremy, and, wait for it, Charlotte, Emily, I'll be here, waiting for you to make your own little VHS tapes, exposing how much of little brats you all really are, and how much you remind me of Michael. Now, let's turn a new leaf and change the subject. Changing the subject to something that truly matters, it's about time. Anyway, there has been some reports recently of staff members going missing at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, of course. And get this, I think I know who's responsible for it. Take a guess. I won't rush you. I'll give you 10 seconds. Still can't figure out who I'm referring to? By the way, I know you know who I'm talking about. It's you. You and your little murder partners. Yeah, that's right. Notice the phrase I used. Murder partners. Let's just say it is referring to you, Gabriel, and you, Susie, and your other little friends. Now, imagine this. Kids like you becoming serial killers because you've been taught some discipline by an older father figure. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised because back in my day, you would never see things like this. But time's getting worse, huh? Where's this sick world coming to? So there you go. You've all officially earned the nickname, the world's youngest murderers. Sure, I've killed before, but the situation called for it. I'm just a misunderstood man, Gabriel. Nobody wants to understand me, not even my own child. You killed my youngest son back in '83, so that makes two of us. So, Gabriel, I think I delivered my message clearly. I hope your undeveloped little brain try to understand what I put before you. And for anyone else listening to this tape, there will be a part 2 recording explaining what really happened to those kids with every inch of the detail of the events. Maybe you'll get to understand me more than just looking at me as some monster who just somewhat got up out of nowhere and killed 5 so what innocent children. Good morning, good evening, and good night for anyone who is listening to this tape. Get cozy and comfortable because I will be telling a story. The story about the day those children went missing at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Also, a day I had a lot of fun and enjoyment after dealing with grief and anger that kept fogging up my mind. I opened a business with my close colleague, Henry Emily. We decided a name for that business, and we called it Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. We designed and worked on 4 robots. Freddy Fazbear, the leader of the band, Chica the Chicken, Bonnie the Bunny, and Foxy the Pirate. Animatronic characters designed to entertain children during their visit. Now, this isn't the first establishment we opened together. We opened our first one back then in 1972, called Fredbear's Family Diner, where something tragic happened. I had 3 kids, Elizabeth, Joseph, and Mike. I don't want to mention the name of my 3rd and oldest son. Thinking about him gets me upset every time, and I can only think about killing those kids over and over again to get him off my mind. Which is what I did.
I don't know why would you want to kill children.
This is where we begin on how it all happened.
Of your head. You use children.
Now, I guess you all know the story of what happened there. So I'll summarize a few things. I lost my youngest son back in '83, Joseph. Now, my oldest son was responsible for it. He kept saying it was an accident, but he knows, and I know that it was not an accident. It was not an accident. But he kept saying it was an accident. He couldn't stop until Joseph was dead.
Trying to mess with him, bullying him, and but he just made
he punched a hole through my heart. And he sure broke it. Broke it into countless little pieces. Depression took me over. My mind took a dark turn, a really dark turn. Couldn't focus on anything. But there was one thing that eventually crept into my mind slowly and slowly, day by day. Murder, revenge, bloodshed. I wanted to squeeze the useless life out of him and let him feel what I felt. I couldn't, because I don't want to be on the FBI's most wanted list. Due to the things I do to teach him a valuable lesson. So, I had an idea. I could kill anyone else as long as they reminded me of him. Then I thought, who would be my victims and where would they be? Aha! Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I laughed. I laughed as I went into my kitchen, searched for a sharp knife. I found one that's good enough for the job. I laughed all the way to my car and jumped in and drove straight to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I handled the steering wheel with the knife in my right hand. I got out of the car. I put the knife in my pants so I wouldn't be noticed with it. I walked in. There were a good amount of kids in there. Now let's jump straight to the good part. I took 5 children out of a bunch that somewhat reminded me of Michael when he was a kid. I lured them into the backstage room and locked the door. And I did a number on them. Now, I'm going to have to end the tape right here. of stuff lately, and this recorder is running low on space, so I'm gonna have to fix that. There will be a part 3 of this recording, continuing the story, and here's the thing. I'll be explaining the juicy details on how I killed each child and how they reacted. Greetings, once again. Just a quick reminder, there are 3 parts of this tape, and you are listening to part 3 of this tape. So I'd recommend that if you haven't, listening to the previous recordings before you listen to this part and follow up with the context. Okay, so that's out of the way. I honestly couldn't wait to record this part of the tape. The third and final recording. Part 1. A message to the children. Part 2. Why I killed them. And now part 3. How I killed them. Let us indulge, shall we? Let's go. Here we go now. Who should we start with? Oh, ladies first. I may have problems, but I am a gentleman. Okay, let's go by alphabetical order for the females. A, B, C, Charlotte. Charlotte Emily, otherwise known as Charlie. It's a nickname they gave her. She was actually my first kill, so it makes sense for her to be the first. Now, I was going through a rough time, beyond belief. My youngest son died. My hatred for Michael, and my lead Henry having a much perfect life than I did. And I thought, if anything
Henry
bad
is
can
fine.
happen, shake his life a bit.
Unknown.
I'll work my magic somehow. I took time out and thought about the idea. Then I got one. I don't know where it came from, but it just snapped out of nowhere. Kill Charlotte Emily. Sounds pretty bad, but not so bad if you look at it from my perspective. There is a need for understanding and not judgment. So one night I made plans for the murder, but not on that night. I was planning to do it weeks later, but apparently the opportunity came so immediately. Just left home and arrived at the pizzeria about 8:29:30 around those areas p.m. for classified matters between Henry and I. And as I pulled up, I noticed a girl was outside the pizzeria, probably struggling to get back in. As I drove closer, my headlight shined on her face. Who was that girl? Aha! Charlotte Emily. Just who I was looking for. Now, remember, I had planned to kill this girl weeks later in a planned manner, but the moment and the time felt fitting. So I took the God-given opportunity, and she reached to me for help, of course. She claimed the other kids in the pizzeria locked down the puppet and who was supposed to be protecting her, and locked her out the pizzeria while Henry wasn't around. Now, learning that Henry wasn't nearby gave me the direct go-ahead to do this planned weeks later. I wasn't that prepared, so I didn't have a proper knife. However, I had a box cutter. That was good enough. I grabbed a box cutter from under my car seat and took her away from the windows.
Oh, for me. Sorry.
So I wouldn't be
Sorry
seen
about
doing
that.
the act.
No, calm down.
And I gave it to her. I restrained her against the wall, covering her mouth so she squealed as loud as she could, except it wasn't loud. I rammed the knife through her about 14, 15 times. I would like to imagine that's how much I did. I hope it was 15. Unless it would feel too out of place. So, as she squealed as loud as she could, she was bleeding out, squirming violently, and dying slowly. So I decided to just let her bleed out for the remainder of the night. I dumped her body behind a trash can in the back alley, jumped into my vehicle, and drove off. I felt as if I accomplished something. Blood was all over my hands, and of course on the box cutter. So I had to rush to a nearby bathroom to clean myself up to return home just in time for dinner. This was my first kill. Now, before I go to the other kids, here's more on that story. Over time, I noticed that I felt a weird presence in the building. Even when it was just Henry and I always felt like a third person was standing over me. I felt like Charlotte. I do not know. I don't know. She's dead. I killed her. And it felt like she was right there, right in my presence. Over time, I was brought to my knees, convinced that Charlotte Emily is still here. Weird occurrences were happening in the pizzeria, by the way. This led me to do more extensive research into the soul and the spirit, and the concept of life after death. The more I dug deeper into the rabbit hole, the more I wanted to indulge. I had to do an experiment to see if this would happen again, of course. So I did. Now, jump to the year 1985. I killed 4 more children. Gabriel, Fritz, Jeremy, and Susie. And how I did it, I used the company's Bonnie suit to gain their trust and lure kids into that eerie room where it all happened. But it was dark, which made it easier for me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Susie. How I killed poor Susie. Her pet dog had died recently, and I also used that as bait to lure her into that room. I grabbed her by the throat, strangled her, and pulled out my knife. I gave it to her about. Before she had any time to scream, I rammed the knife straight through her throat. She died slowly, quick enough to be efficient, long enough to make it last. I hit her body and Chica's torso. It was fitting since the mascot was female. This is my second kill. A, B, C, D, E, F. Fritz. How I killed Fritz. I slashed the knife in his face, slicing his forehead open, bleeding. Then I grabbed his head and slammed it a couple of times into the wall before he simply died due to the severe head trauma. It was a quick kill, but enjoyable if you ask me. Think about it. I stuffed his body into the torso of Foxy. He was quite a tall kid, so he somehow would not fit inside Freddy or Bonnie. Foxy was just right. I thought so too. This was my third kill. Moving right along the line, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Gabriel. How I killed Gabriel. I grabbed him, threw him to the ground, and stabbed him over and over again until I noticed his eyes were lifeless. Of course, he was squealing with my hand over his mouth, but it was only for a while. At this point, there was blood everywhere, and but of course, I had to cover my murder. I stuffed his body into Freddy. Of course, he fitted perfect. This was my fourth kill. Oh, and Gabriel, I know you're listening to this. I don't care. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. How I killed Jeremy. Now, I had to make my kill special. So, I did something I haven't tried before. I restrained him. Then, wait for it. I rammed the knife straight through his heart. Now, the amount of blood gushing was unbelievable. I felt like I was finally satisfied. Now, on top of wanting to experiment with remnants, killing those kids were a blast of fun and enjoyment. I stuffed his body in the body torso. That was my fifth final murder. Now, I'd say that was just Callistic's child. But, of course, by now, the animatronic mascots were occupied with the kids I previously killed. I took a break. I also took time off to observe if they'd be alive in any way possible, just like the case of Charlotte. By now, chaos started to emerge. Missing children reports were all over the news. Confusion escalated. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was under a lot of pressure. It was close to going completely bankrupt. Above it all, no one really knew what happened. And that's the good part. A long story cut short, I got so fascinated with the remnant and the power I can get over the use of it. And that inspired me to open a sister location and to build animatronics designed specifically to capture remnant, if you know what that means by capturing remnant. That's a whole different story. You've reached the end of my recordings. Well done. And as for anyone else who has listened to all three parts of this tape, you just gave it all away. I know where you are.
Oh no,
I know where to find you.
That
I
caught
know
me
the
off
tapes
guard
are not where I
because
left them.
wasn't so down. So
I know these tapes are being played right in your home, on your monitor, on your television. But don't run. Don't run. That is ineffective. I'm coming for you.
that got me last time. That got me last time. I'll just have to say enjoyed. Y'all will be enjoying of this view. All right. So I believe that was it. It was 48 minutes, and I think I finished the video. Hold on. It does not work. It doesn't go like this. But anyway, sorry about the camera. It was like it was supposed to be down, but it just changed it to up. So yeah, hope you all. That was it. So hope you all enjoy my live stream and my live stream to react to this video, and make sure you click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Oh, wait. There we go. But anyway, I'll just hit the fly. I just hit the fly. But anyway, hope you all enjoy that video. Make sure you click like and click that notification bell. So Shadow Pros, if you watching this, I hope you enjoy it too, because I enjoyed it, your video. You did great, man. But anyway, thank you for joining my live stream, and I talk to you all later. Peace.